What is something you are secretly doing that nobody knows about? I've got a secret hamster. I keep him in the loft. My wife thinks I'm fixing a leak, but I'm up there feeding him. Nobody knows. My son got suspicious, saying there was no leak, asking what I was doing. I told him he doesn't want to know. I've no idea what he thinks I'm doing up there, but it's not that. This is hilarious. Planting a garden of my wife's and my favorite flowers. I've been putting in 5-10 of them every morning before she's up, and she's got no idea I've been doing it. Where is the garden? In front of our house. She'll see it as it blooms. Working on a bachelor's degree. I haven't told anyone but my wife. Not sure why. Just 1.5 years to go. I finished my bachelor's while only my husband knew a couple years ago. The best part was the look of shock excitement on my mom's face when I finally spilled the beans shortly before graduation. Good luck. My boyfriend is almost fluent in Spanish, and occasionally says things to me in the language. While I know he never says anything rude, it has always kind of bothered me that I didn't know what he was saying. So about a month ago I started learning through a couple different methods. I'm not sure why, but I haven't told anyone what I'm doing, and it's kind of fun having a secret. Manipulate your boyfriend into making breakfast for dinner. Brainwashing my dog to love me more than the rest of the family. Logged into my old account for this one. I like to make compilations of video clips put together with a song. I know there's a word for it that's better than vlog, but you get the point. I've been taking short videos of my boyfriend and I's adventures for the past 6 months, panning shots of a beautiful view, him asleep on a road trip, us laughing while sprinting in the rain, etc. And I'm going to put it all together as a sort of music video of our relationship and give it to him on our 1-year anniversary. I'm excited. I volunteer a lot. No one really knows about it. My family doesn't know because when I first started years ago, they all told me I was dumb for working for free, and I needed to spend my time doing other, better things. They thought it was a one-time thing and have no idea how much volunteering I do nowadays. Most of my friends don't know because I don't want to humble brag or come off as some sort of asshole. But it's okay. I'm pretty proud of what I do. Since I started volunteering, I bounced around working with a bunch of different places, but have since stuck with 2 groups. I'm now a leader in both and really love what I do. Edit, a word. Edit 2. Since this theme keeps on coming up, I volunteer on top of working. I'm not knocking anyone who can't volunteer because they don't have the time or resources. One thing I've learned from volunteering is that it's not for everyone, which is fine. When I started, I was only projects every so often. I was unemployed at that time and really needed to get out of the house and feel productive again on top of the endless work searches I was doing. It's obviously much easier to find opportunities and learn new skills through volunteering. My parents didn't get that. Since then, volunteering actually helped me gain a really good job and opened up other opportunities for me. So sure, volunteering isn't a good option for everyone, but I liked it a lot, and it has helped open a few doors for me. About to open a pizza shop. Raised money. Spoke with the city. Got permits. Health department inspected without telling any of my friends. Congratulations. And good luck. Pretty much ashamed with who I am and that I'm overweight. I've been working on getting better and getting in shape, but nobody around me knows. I'm working out and eating right, but only when nobody's around. I feel embarrassed trying to change my life around when everyone else is around. This probably isn't the juicy kind of thing this question is meant for, but I'm writing a journal for my unborn child. About how it felt the day we found out we were pregnant. How it felt to find out the gender. What the exact details were. It's as much for her as it is for me. I always suck at remembering small details and feelings years later. Even big stuff. I kind of want to encapsulate it Even my wife doesn't know I'm doing it. I've been running on the treadmill 5 times a week for almost a year now after I quit playing soccer and going to the gym. I really prefer it over playing sports or going to the gym. Because it's easy, you just go on and you're done after 45 plus minutes, and you don't have all the social stuff that I always had at the gym. Soccer. The reason I don't tell anybody is because I'm doing it for myself and I don't feel like being the one who runs a lot. In the beginning another reason was that I probably would be bored of the treadmill after a couple of weeks and I would have told everyone about it already. But nope, I love it. Not really a big secret though. But here is it anyway. Completing my 5th interview at the same company early next week. My current job thinks I've been on vacation, at the doctor, and sick twice thus far this month. I'm still not sure what excuse I'm using next week. If an AM interview, you witnessed a bad car accident and are staying behind to give your report. If a PM interview, say the alarm went off at your house and no one is home to check out if it's real and you got to meet the cops to make sure it's false. Writing an autobiography. I won't sell it or anything. Just hide it in the century-old cedar chest of my mom's that she says I'm inheriting so my great-great-great-great-grandchildren can find it and say, wow, her life sucked and her writing skills. Charitable acts in secret. Growing up my parents always had me do the Secret Santa thing, where you'd take an angel off a tree in Walmart which represented a needy kid. I continue that tradition, though I don't see the trees anymore, by making anonymous donations around the holidays. I talk to a lot of folks and I can usually gather through the grapevine when somebody is struggling. I have an agreement with the owner of the Walmart where I used to work where he would find the envelopes, complete with message about helping and wishing them a happy holidays, and give it to the employees I had intended them for. Working at a Walmart meant there was no shortage of good people in bad financial straits. A $50 gift card makes a big difference in defraying holiday costs. I choose to stay anonymous for a couple of reasons. First, Walmart has a policy against accepting gifts that could cause a conflict of interest. Leaving the gifts anonymous prevents accusations of favoritism, cronyism, even though I was a cashier and had no authority over them. Second, I didn't want the people receiving the gifts to feel that they owed me or that they needed to treat me differently. Third, I didn't want others who did not receive something to feel hurt that I didn't do something for them. Planning a 1,000-mile road trip to take by myself. I hate driving as I'm a very nervous driver. And I admit that I'm a bit of a helpless person at times because my parents have done too much for me throughout my life. Despite this, I love sightseeing and traveling and I want to learn how to fend for myself and work through situations I would normally turn to my parents for. I'm also struggling with self-identity. So I think a 1,000-mile road trip to a city I've been dying to go to would do me a lot of good. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but I've been secretly conducting research and writing it down in a journal of mine. Edit. Wow. Thank you everyone for all the encouragement and tips. : This is super weird and really embarrassing. But sometimes I talk to the moon. I have no idea why I do it, but it is so comforting to me. I tell it how beautiful it is and how much I appreciate it. Secretly sending money gift cards to my baby sister who has a lame, dead-end job. Is the main breadwinner with a brand new baby and a husband who works 8 hours a week. I feel so badly that I can't take better care of her. But she's several states away and I'm a sometimes broke single mom myself. But I don't have to skip meals and she does. I've decided that I am eventually gonna end up with a career in music and I'm slowly progressing towards that goal. I just finished my engineering degree in computer science and the only reason I did it is because when I told my father I wanted to go to a music school, he told me that it was unrealistic as I wasn't talented enough and engineering was a viable option that could almost certainly feed me. He wasn't wrong. But I still love music more than anything. I might not be able to create my own, but I'll definitely find a career that has something to do with music. Sound engineer is an idea that I'm pretty interested in. crying silently at night from my anxiety because crying during the day makes my parents really sad and worried. Dreading the future. Living in fear of what's to come. I think a lot of us are. If there's something specific you're fearing, that means you have some control over the situation because you can see it coming. If it's existential dread, man, I don't know. Just keep going. Okay? Shit is never as bad as we imagine. Starting to love myself more in my natural state. I was always used to being the pretty girl and would spend a lot of time doing my nails. Getting my eyebrows threaded every 2-3 weeks since I was 15 yo. Flat ironing my hair. Putting on just enough makeup. Shopping. Dressing cute. Skipping meals. etc. I also cared a lot about what people thought of me. Then, and I've mentioned this before on Reddit, I started a job where I felt judged mostly based on my looks by the men and managers around. I felt sexualized and sexually harassed every single day. It was killing my self-esteem. So I quit. For the first time in my life I've been growing my eyebrows out. Not shaving for a few days at a time. Not wearing any makeup. Not dressing up. Wearing my hair in my natural curls. Working out instead of starving. etc. And I'm starting to actually see a pretty girl in the mirror. I actually feel like I'm liking who I'm becoming. And even though a part of me can't wait to go back to doing my hair and stuff. For now I'm happy seeing myself like this and I'm glad I've allowed myself to be like this. Working out. I've lost 110 pounds strictly through diet. I've been working out secretly for the past month and a half or so. I want to complete a silent transformation if you will. I don't know why. But something about changing drastically silently seems intriguing to me. Making people go like holy shit, is that really him? Looking for a new job. I applied for and got a new job. I haven't told my old job yet. I haven't even decided if I want this new job. I have 2 other jobs I've applied for and want to interview at first. This is honestly the first time in my entire life I have been successful finding jobs. And I'm a bit overwhelmed. I'm into Suboxone therapy. No one knows I was ever an opiate addict, hence no one knows I visit a clinic monthly to receive a script for Suboxone. Except now one person knows. My DR sent my script to a new pharmacy because the one I had been going to has jacked up their prices. I go to pick it up and my uncle walks out. He's the pharmacist and is the one who filled my script. Fuck me. I just recently moved back to my hometown and while I knew he was a pharmacist I didn't know which one he was at now. It was awkward. He didn't address it. I didn't address it and we made uncomfortable small talk. It isn't that big of a deal. I'm an adult. I just didn't want anyone in my family to know and I have to trust that he'll uphold his oath as a pharmacist and not discuss it with anyone. Including my aunt. Secretly saving up what little money I can to take my mom horseback riding in a really nice place. She's only 49 and her health is failing rapidly. I want to take her for her 50th birthday. She had kids starting at 15 and has 4 kids total. Her life sucks. Riding horses is the one fond memory she has before having kids and being the responsible one. I just love and respect her so much and I wish I could do more for her while she can still enjoy it. Hooking up with guys. I'm also a guy. All of my friends think that I just haven't had sex in years when in fact I am secretly hooking up with other guys I meet online. I'm straight to my friends and family. But gay to myself. I've had a rough past year and just haven't found the right time to come out to everybody yet. Writing stories. I have told a few people but there is a near total lack of reaction and instant amnesia. I don't know what to do in life and I am starting to believe I will never know. I have so much confusion and imagery in my head. So I try to write it down. My brain turns to soup trying to figure out what will make it a good story or a terrible one. Months ago I did the 100-day push-up challenge. As many push-ups as I can up for 100 days, I told a few people. They didn't really care so I gave up telling anyone. I was still pretty proud of myself. I set a goal and got to it. I'm learning sign language. I have no idea why, but I'm trying to teach myself through YouTube tutorials and maybe one day take a class at a community college. It's really fun and I'm enjoying it. For real. I told literally 0 people about this until I told all of Reddit, so there you go. I do good in secret. A teacher of mine way back gave the class an assignment. An assignment we never get to complete. It changes your life. The assignment is to do at least one good deed every day that no one even suspects you of doing. If you are thanked or shown any sort of appreciation, you failed in your assignment for the day and need to try again. It's harder than you might think. I recommend it. A little late for this one, but I ended up in a serious relationship with one of my teachers. Nobody knows or even notices anything different. Raising my first cousin and sending him to college. I took him when I was 22, he was 14 back then. Now he is in his 3rd year, so happy. And at the moment I'm trying build my own company, haha. I like to write notes for people and secretly deliver it to them. Like you are beautiful or you are worthy of love, things like that. And then I put these on sticky notes and put them where I know they'll see it. Makes me happy to see others happy. When my dad died in September, I got really depressed because he never got to have grandchildren. I stopped taking my birth control the next month and my boyfriend and I have been actively trying for a baby since January. I've been peeing on sticks. I've changed my lifestyle. No one knows and it's no one's business. Here's hoping this month is our month and my dad will finally have a grandchild. Toying with the idea of going vegetarian. Sometimes it seems like a good idea. Sometimes not. Especially since I'd have to make separate meals to accommodate my mom, who wouldn't be joining me. People think the rock climbing gym I go to gives me a coupon to bring a friend for free once each week. I just want to bring my friends, but I've learned they can't afford it and won't accept me paying for them. Everyone in my family likes to make comments about how I'm always broke and in general don't have a lot of money. Why? I don't know. I work good job and have never made some of the fiscal mistakes that they have made. I've never declared bankruptcy and I don't have a mountain of student loan debt to my name. But seriously, if I spend more than $20 I have to listen to my mother or sisters tell me, well now Lynn is broke. Lynn is spending a week's vacation in Hawaii. And she's flying out there first ducking class. I've been studying nights to get my law degree from the University of American Samoa. Ultimately, I just want to make my brother proud of me ever since he got me a job in the mail room of his law firm. I stole something from a workmate. I'll give it back, I promise. Sent him a light-hearted ransom note. Each week I sent him a photo of said item in a different town, city, placed on a significant landmark. It's turned out to be a year-long prank. It's become the topic of conversation at work. Who has it? Who's doing all of this? Due to the level of interest and the mere fact I'm totally taking the piss out of my mate. Everyone wants a piece of this. So with my fake email, I give other colleagues office tasks just to fuck with his head. I pretty much have everyone doing stuff. They don't know why. And who is telling them, but they're doing it. It's the best year at work ever. I've been in a relationship with a man for over a year and no one knows about it.